We just wrapped up a great Unite event here in Orlando. Great announcements on the product side. Now NetScaler ADC is within the Universal subscription. I saw the excitement everywhere you went.
We've just announced our new unified platform strategy, bringing 2 simple subscription-based offerings to our customers and partners, and announcing the acquisition of Fast Limits, the maker of Uber Agent, now being part of the Citrix platform.
Essentially, we're making it easier for everyone to do business with us. The simplification of SKUs and moving to less products, changes in our processes.
One of the key themes at Unite has really been Citrix Unified Services and making sure that we're there when customers need us most to make sure that we really stabilize customers.
In terms of the partner program, our new product and packaging strategy, and the rebates and incentives that those provide partners, they all revolve around the idea of opportunity for our partners and us jointly to expand the footprint within our customers.
With the simplified offerings, you don't need to have lots of piecemeal solutions to deliver the outcome. You just need a Citrix solution, and then you work from there.
Citrix is meeting clients where they are in their cloud journey, including the power of NetScaler, including all that innovation and improvement in the best of what Citrix is.
Citrix is one of the only vendors who could pull together end-to-end story for secure access and secure application delivery.
I can't wait to take the strategy and everything we unveil and go execute with our customers and partners this year.
We had a great Unite 2024.